Hey guys, it's me again here to talk about, just give you guys an energy report of what's going on right now. I haven't been making specific videos lately just because, like I said in the last one, so much is going on right now, and I just feel the need to talk about a general thing each video, like encompassing not only astrologically what's happening, but politically, and because it's super important. We can't ignore every other aspect of it. So I'm just going to make a quick video today talking about what's going on basically right now. So let's start with astrology just a little bit, just to see what's going on, right? We're in Uranus retrograde right now. Actually, most of the larger planets are all in retrograde right now. So we have Uranus, we have Jupiter, Saturn, Chiron, Neptune, and Pluto. All of these planets are in retrograde right now. So we're in August, and August is a month of harvest. Okay, in general, all over the world, August is a month of harvest. So it's more, and this doesn't just refer to harvesting crops and things like that. I'm referring to on a spiritual soul level as well. This is a time of soul lesson completion and things like that. So right now, things that you have been working toward all year, okay, things, soul lessons that you've been working on, projects, things that you really have put your soul and passion into, these things are going to be manifesting now. You're going to be reaping the rewards of these seeds that you've sowed, in terms of your lessons and your projects and things like that. So it's a very exciting time. I like to call this a magical time, okay? I personally, it's my favorite time of the year. It's my favorite season, August, September, October, even November. It's very magical. Here in Bolivia, in the city I'm in, it doesn't snow or anything like that. So it's beautiful. We have spring-like weather all year round. But in Toronto, where I grew up, basically, it's really magical. The trees start to turn during that time, the red and orange and yellow colors, and they start to fall. And it's not only that, it's the air. There's a magic in the air I can't describe. It's like otherworldly, like almost the veil is thinner between our realm and almost like the fairy realm. I notice, like, when I'm around, forests and places with a lot of trees, I start to feel that magic, and it's really strong during that time, and I love that. So it's funny because even here in Bolivia, though, the weather's been kind of strange lately in the sense of it starts to drizzle at night randomly. It's not even rainy season, so that's very uncommon. The last few days, while it's been warm at certain parts of the day and sunny, it's been kind of overcast, gray. It has that wind. We have that wind that has that magic to it. I don't know how else to describe it. So, I like to call them winds of change in a way, because we're in a change. Change is a theme, okay, right now. So let's see. This is something I feel personally that we just broke through a major karmic timeline, okay? I felt this. It's funny, my husband a few days ago was sitting here, I don't know what time in the morning, probably 3 or something, working. And he said he felt the transformer and everything, like there was this heavy pressure in the air around him, like energy-wise, it was just really intense. And there was like almost like a shaking, and I don't know if you've seen the show Dark, okay, but if you have, you'll know what I'm talking about with the shaking and lights and things like that. So there's definitely something going on. Something just happened. I do feel a major timeline shift just happened. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Let's see what else. Yeah, right now, like I said, big changes. I already mentioned that there's a lot of powerful awakenings that people are experiencing right now as well. You're going to have a lot of people waking up during this time. Okay, I've noticed in a lot of the groups, and it's really sweet because it takes me back to when I first started waking up. If you go in a lot of the groups, people are asking so many questions, and it's nice. It's nice. I try and go when I have free time and answer the questions that a lot of these starseeds, light workers, people are just waking up, and I love that. Yeah, they're asking the right questions, It's important, by the way, that when you see, because I've noticed a lot of hate in many groups, I'll be very honest with you. I actually just had to leave a group that I actually enjoyed in the beginning. It's called Arcturians. It's just Arcturians. I had to leave the group because I was people are going crazy right now. I'll explain that later, but the admin of that group accused me of something that I never did, and basically she just went off on me. People are kind of going crazy right now, not even making sense, just making very illogical decisions and claims. They're getting triggered and they don't know what to do, and a lot of what they're saying doesn't make sense. So anyways, just when you see people asking questions, like, don't put them down, like really try and help them out. A lot of spiritual people get stuck in this ego, this phase of spiritual ego is what we like to call it, right? Where they think that they just are these, amazing. I mean, we're all amazing for sure. I'm not trying to put anyone down here, but it's important to humble down a bit too and understand we are still all human at the end of the day, and we're here to wake people up, not put them down. So when they're asking questions that to you may seem amateur and like, you know what I mean, just answer their questions. They're also waking up. Remember that you too were at that point, at some point asking those questions too when you first started waking up. I know I did. And it was nice to find people who took the time to really send love and explain these things to me. So please do the same. It's important to practice what you preach as light workers. I don't want to use the term false light workers. It just sounds degrading. I don't really like to use any term that's degrading or sounds degrading. But what I would say instead is there are a lot of light workers that are stuck in their spiritual ego right now. And they're being triggered like hell, okay? And that will explain if you're in many groups, people are just kind of lashing out right now and saying weird things. Like I shared a post today basically about being a starseed, and when you're on your mission, like, you only really care about your mission, right? And you ignore the hate and the stuff that comes with it. And this person commented saying, how can you claim to be a starseed basically when you don't care about anyone? And I was like, where did it say I don't care about it? People are like projecting their shit right now, okay? Like really bad. And they're going to be projecting it, on your posts, on you, things like that. The light, remember that your light, it really brings out the shadow in people. So learn to create your boundaries as well. Expect this is going to happen. It's part of what comes with what we do. It's not easy. No one said it would be. This is your time to step up your game and really be the light worker that you claim to be, the warrior that you claim to be, right? I mean, not just be sarcastic, like we really are, but we need to also be doing it right now a little more. Send a lot of love out. Don't send negativity and putting people down and stuff. Like, answer those amateur. We're the teachers now. We're the forerunners of this whole thing. So we got to really take that position, okay? Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, tomorrow is a new moon. That's exciting. So the moon was in Cancer. Now the moon is going to Leo. For me, that's amazing because I'm Cancer, so I get crazy emotional. I'm super connected to Luna, to the moon. So for me, this is nice that it's actually shifting to Leo. So Leo is a little more of that playful energy, which is nice. Leo it rules the 5th house. So that does have to do with, this is kind of synchronicity. It has to do with children, more to do with like child, like being, that playfulness of being a kid, like it has to do with that kind of energy. But I find it crazy how at the same time, there's this whole movement about to save our children, okay? And I'm super big on that. I'm not going to spend crazy amounts of time talking about that because I share enough of that on my in my group and on my 2 pages. So check that out just in the description, the links to all that, and on Instagram too. But I find it ironic in a way that that's becoming a huge thing right now in a movement during this time. Energy has a lot to do with movements and when they come out and things like that. So right now is definitely a theme of the children. We need to really bring more awareness, okay, to what's going on. There's a really good show I'm watching right now on Netflix called Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. And it's a comedy, of course, but it's the humor is sarcastic and it just is so blunt, and it talks about all the stuff going on right now, like literally. Sometimes I'm watching it and this is my face. I'm like I can't believe they just said that. They made a remark about Obama and, lizard face. I'm not going to say more, but that's what they said in the show. They made remarks about pedophilia, about actually taking children, underground, even things like that. But they talk about like it's serious in that moment. I don't know how else to describe it. It sounds crazy now, but you need to watch it. It's really good. It definitely brings that awareness about everything. It's crazy. So yeah, take a look at that. And Oh, something else I noticed is a lot of number four kind of symbolism is coming out. A lot of starseeds are seeing the number four. I have been, my husband has been on these groups. They have been as well, like talking about who else is seeing the number four, things like that. And that's cool because I am too. And the number four is it symbolizes the principle of putting ideas into form and work and productivity. Okay, manifestation. This is the time. This is, like I said, magic manifestation. We are like magic manifestors, master manifestors right now. Okay, like I'm not even kidding. So right now is a time definitely to say your affirmations, especially because of the full moon. The new moon. New moon is a time for putting out your ideas and your wishes and things like that. Your affirmations is a time. That's the time. So this is the time. If you need to write it down, okay, be very specific. I saw something really cool online. I don't remember who shared it. I don't even think I shared it myself, but I did see it. And it said, talk to the universe as if you're talking to your phone, like Siri or something, you know? Be specific. Okay, it's like, you know, tell me what the weather will be today, or like put out to the universe very specifically, what is it that you want, or what, you know what I mean? What is it that you want to manifest? And stick to it. Don't just do once or twice and then give up because it's not working. I mean, unfortunately, your generation has, you know, been raised, I guess, you know, getting used to instant gratification. Everything comes to us like this, with a lot of things, no, of course. But we have to also learn that with these things, it takes time, sometimes years even, when you want to manifest something big. A lot more energy goes into something that you want to manifest big. So when you dream big, you know what I mean? A lot of energy goes into it. And it's doable. Anything is doable. Remember that you can manifest anything. Don't think that just because it might sound crazy in your head because it's on TV and the media has brainwashed you to think that all you can work is a 9-to-5 job in the supermarket or as customer service in a call center or sales or something like that. Don't think that that's as far as you can go. Dream big. Dream as big as your imagination and your heart wants. And stick to those affirmations and to making it happen. Okay, this is my real advice to you, because you need to really have more faith in yourself and know that you really can do anything that you put your mind to. Okay, so this is the time for that. Okay, let's see here. You know, I've also noticed something else, that it was kind of like an epiphany for me, that I came to this realization today. It was very sad, actually. But basically, you know, with all this amazing stuff that Trump is doing, yeah, I've been, of course, you know, I always post everything for awareness purposes. And a lot of people are putting like very hateful comments on these things. And I'm like, well, you know, they're bringing up stuff that are so unimportant and not even true, most of them. Misinformation, of course, they're very misinformed about the reality of what's actually happening. They keep bringing up things like, you know, he locked up or he didn't release, you know, what do you call illegal immigrants, I guess, from those facilities and things like that. And I don't think they're also aware that, you know, that official decision to approve something like that is done by Congress, and Congress is run by Democrats. They're the ones who are holding back on that, not Trump. Actually, even his wife, Melania, goes to visit them because they actually care and want them out. But unfortunately, the cabal and these dark forces are working against him and the rest of the world. So we have to be very discerning right now as light workers, as people in general. Okay, whoever's watching this, like, you share this information, please, because it's very important. You know what I mean? For people to wake up and understand where the hidden agendas are being put forth and where not to go and fall for those things, and then thus go on their timeline, on their 3D timeline. Remember, false timelines, they put this out all the time. And I want to say something about how they do this. Okay, it's not hard to put somebody on a false timeline when they're brainwashed enough, and I'll explain why. You guys should really check out Dr. Joe Dispenza on YouTube. He has a bunch of videos and he explains this, what I'm about to tell you. He explains this in much more detail, so I would definitely advise you. And I have shared these videos, this one too, where this information comes from, on my page, on my group and everything. So it's all there. But what he says is the body is the unconscious mind. When you imagine a possible future worst case scenario event, and you feel the emotions of that event, your body does not know the difference between that thought and emotion and an actual event. This is information that the CIA, that media, that everyone knows, and this is why they do this to us. So on the news, if you go and tune into CNN and any of these, mainstream news sources, okay, articles, or whether it's the news itself, they will put these images and this information out there to put fear into you, okay, so that you start imagining these possible worst case scenario events, and you literally start to go on that timeline because you manifested. They don't want you to know how powerful your manifestation powers are, okay? The media, cabal, shadow government, they don't want you to, okay? Understand this. I always say understand this. Please understand this. And stop watching the damn news. Okay, if you know CNN is bullshit, if you know it's fake, stop watching it. Okay, you don't need to put yourself. I can't stress this enough. Like, I'm not saying this just for something that I think you should. No, like, stop. Like, if you're watching this, that means you're in the process at least of waking up. If you're not already awake, and if you're still watching CNN and getting your information from there, whether for Corona and things like that, even, I mean, you guys need to really discern better. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, because a lot of people are making comments out there about and using sources that I'm like, don't you guys know that's fake news already? Like, haven't we moved past this by now? So yeah, that's what you're doing. Okay, so there is a way to, of course, retrain your body, since it is the unconscious mind. Basically, you need to train your body to sit down and be still and silent over and over, go against the routine that you're usually used to, that you've been doing for years and years and years, that has led you to this point where, you know what I mean? Because every experience has a neurological connection in your brain as well. So when you're used to doing something, it's like you can't even help it. The connections are that way already in your brain. So you need to basically, it takes a certain amount of time, but you need to do this continuously to retrain your brain and those neurological connections to go a different route. Okay, so like I said, details in that video. So if you're interested in what I'm talking about, you can go to that video. You can message me directly. I can send you the link to that video. Okay, no problem. I have no issues with that. So one thing is that if you're not being defined by a vision of your future, you'll be defined by your past. Let's think about that for a second. If you're not being defined by a vision for your future, or of your future, you'll be defined by your past. So for all those who are freaking out right now, what are you freaking out about? Are you even envisioning what our future possible timeline could be like? Which we're actually already in it right now. We're just on our way there, but the beginning of it, I should say. But if you're not envisioning that, and all you're thinking about is like an earth that's, destructing and things like that, and all it's kind of controlled, well, you're manifesting that. You're going on to, that's why I keep saying that, you're going back onto that timeline. You need to literally have a vision for your future. Like, when I think about Earth, I don't think at all about that kind of stuff. I think about a very 5D vision, because I feel like I do come from that already, to be quite honest. There's a lot of the starseeds who come from future timelines, and I do feel like one of those, because I had these visions of how it should be, and it's beautiful. Yes, there is AI, but it's being used for good, not for bad, because AI can be used for good, where it's empowering humans and making our lives easier. Why not? Do you know what I mean? So I see beautiful buildings where nature is kind of interwoven into it. So we're not going against nature anymore. We're not polluting. We're actually living harmoniously with nature, one with nature. The elven way of life. I love to talk about that because I love the elven philosophy. But yeah, I do see that. I see us with very advanced technology, being able to travel now into the solar system, interdimensionally, maybe in the not too far future, hopefully. But I see like a lot of exciting things for us as humanity. A very clean way of living, and I love that. And I envision that. I envision abundance for everybody. Think about living the best, the way that you would fantasize about living. Like, imagine a huge mansion the way that you'd want it, or a huge home the way that you want it. Everything that you want. Don't have any boundaries or limits. I mean, we're creator beings, gods and goddesses. That's what we are. So we need to really express ourselves in the full way. You know what I mean? So imagine a beautiful big home, and imagine, your vehicles that you need to get you where you need to go, and imagine abundance of food and abundance of love and abundant and everyone who else on the planet living that way. Not just for you. It's not about being greedy. It's about, yes, wanting that, and about wanting that for the rest of the world. So how can we make this happen for the rest of the world? Why not? We're going towards that, and this is why I really support Trump. It's not political in any way whatsoever, by the way. I really support him because of what he stands for and what he's doing for humanity. I don't see how anyone else does. I mean, I know a lot do see this, of course. A lot, people do, but a lot more don't, unfortunately. And I really want people to see this. Okay, stop focusing on whatever the media has told you about him in the past. We don't even know if that's even true to begin with. We have to discern. Okay, look at what he's doing now. He is liberating humanity. He's creating peace. He hasn't started one war with anyone. He's in fact he started that peace deal between Israel and, the Middle East, the United Arab Emirates. I think Morocco is the first country that's going to sign on that with Israel. So it's creating a lot of peace. And I found something very interesting as well. It's a little disappointing because, when all of these things are happening, you would expect people, like when you really want peace for the world, you would jump on the first opportunity for peace, to create peace. And all these things Trump is doing, and all I'm seeing is more hate and hate towards those things. And it's just crazy to me. It makes me wonder if people really want peace or not. Think about that, because maybe you're talking to the wrong person. Maybe they genuinely don't want peace. Maybe they like the chaos in the 3D world. Maybe they're so stuck in that, you know what I mean? And you can't save them. They have to go on their own karmic way, you know what I mean? Sorry, I have a hair here or something. So if you're getting a lot of hate for that too, just remember as well that not everybody wants what you want, and you will get what you want. You just need to voice yourself, of course, but then also ignore the hate that comes your way. Don't fall for that. Don't get all doubtful about yourself and your mission. We have to stay strong, really strong spirited during this time, and stick to our boundaries. Like, keep our boundaries strong right now. Don't start falling for the hidden agendas that they're really trying to push forward right now. They're trying really hard. I keep saying that they're trying. We can't fall for it. Let's see here. I'm just seeing the notes. I wrote so much stuff down because I have so much stuff to talk about. I just want to see if I covered or missed, anything. Oh, I wanted to talk about some other things on how to keep your vibration high, okay? That I didn't mention in the last video, and really important stuff, especially during this time. So there's something you can do, which is called Reikiing your food, okay? Reikiing means, the practice of Reiki. It's about setting an intention and raising the vibration, okay, of your food in what I'm talking about right now. So you can do this at any time, okay? With anything that you're cooking at home. It's when the food is actually ready and you're about to serve it. And I actually do it throughout the entire cooking process without telling anyone. My husband commented, my kids commented, all they say is, oh my God, Mom, the food's so good. Whatever it is that I make, I put a lot of love, and it really increases the frequency of the food. And of course I cook healthy and fresh and things like that, so that helps, right? Don't, do like microwave mac and cheese and give that to your family. I mean, I understand people's circumstances are hard right now, so for those even who are not maybe eating the best, like some junk food, things like that, canned foods, it's okay. Like, you can still raise the frequency of your food, okay? So when the food's ready, once you have it ready to serve, you need to literally take your hands, okay, and put it over the food. And you need to close your eyes and really visualize a white, bright, divine light, and start focusing from your hands, like a Care Bear, or I shouldn't say Care Bear because their energy comes from their tummy, but imagine you have like these superpower, like this light coming from your hands, both hands. And you'll start to feel a warmth there too. And you see your affirmations. I bless this food. I'm going to raise I raise the vibration of this food. I put love into this food for my family, to nourish my family, to give them to give them all the nourishment that they need. Things like that, to cleanse their, to activate their DNA. You can say so much. You can do so much. Empower yourself, people. Rise, okay? Understand who you are and your potential and your capabilities. Don't put yourself down. You're so powerful, more than you know. Okay. Yeah, another one is stay focused on the 5D timeline. So visualize your future, have a vision, focus on your passion, how you're going to help humanity. Abundance will come to you naturally. Okay, naturally. You will then automatically be subscribed to that quantum financial system that I talked about in my last video. Abundance, you will never have to worry about money. You will be taken care of. I'm already in that. I am taken care of. My family, my husband, we're all taken care of. I don't wake up and think about money ever. I don't ever. I wake up and I think, what do I need to do today? How can I be creative? How can I help? How can I keep the vibrations high? How can I help you? I mean, that's all I think about. That's all I do. And I keep the energies really good in my home, you know, and things like that. So it's important. It's important, you know, your living space is your sanctuary. We need to learn to really take more care of it and put more good, loving energy in our homes. So many ways to do that. Right now I have an incense going. I use incense a lot to cleanse my home. I use binaural frequencies. You can put them loud in your home, on your speakers even. It's a specific frequency to neutralize and get rid of bad energies in your home. You know what I mean? Crystals, you know, even just you yourself, but with your intentions, you can close your eyes and visualize, like I said, divine light and all of that, putting boundaries, protecting your home before you go to sleep at night. You know what I mean? There's a lot you can do, a lot. And yeah, a lot of big changes right now. That's the theme of this Uranus retrograde and this whole time that we're in August, things like that, until September, October, all of that. You know, just expect a lot of unexpected changes, big changes, but great changes, okay? Manifesting things that you have been working towards, reaping, you know, what you have sown, basically, reaping those rewards now. Magic, freeing of old patterns, okay? This is the time we're in, so it's exciting time, guys. Very exciting time. Like I said, it's a new moon, so put your affirmations out there, write them down if you want to. It's a magical time, and yeah, I think that I got everything here. Let me see. Oh, I think there's an eclipse coming up too. I think it's a full moon on the 19th of August, but anyways, I don't know too much about that just yet. I'll give more information. But Mars will be going retrograde September 9th to the 13th, to September 9th to November 13th, sorry. And yeah, that's it. You know, that's it, guys. I think I got everything here. So I just wanted to wish you all the best, give you that quick update on what's going on in the world, and just give you that, you know, comfort, I guess, and, you know, words of love just to keep you going. Because I know, like I said, there's a lot of hate out there, a lot of haters, a lot of trolls, a lot of negative energy, a lot of people just going crazy and saying shit and not even making sense. So don't question yourself when you encounter one of these crazy people. Like I said, I had to leave the group that called our Arcturians. Okay, I had to leave because the admin was literally harassing me and going crazy and bullying me. And saying, how could you delete those posts, and how could you, and I was like, what are you talking about? I don't have time to delete posts. Like, what? I don't even delete stuff that I say. Like, I want people to read what I say. Like, I don't delete my stuff. So it's like, what are you talking about? And she just wouldn't stop, and she went crazy. So I had to leave because I was like, I'm not going to deplete my energy talking to this person who is so projecting so bad right now on me. Our light triggers the hell out of people. So the ones who are not healed yet, we have to understand that these things are going to be happening. And we just have to stay strong. You know, cut those people out, block them if you need to. Don't let them mess with your vibe. Don't let them mess with your energy. Okay? Keep on that. Keep manifesting your dreams and your goals. And believe me, we are on that timeline. Like I said, I believe we just broke through a major karmic timeline and we're onto this new timeline. I feel it happened the last couple of days, somewhere there. So it's exciting. Understand you're probably going to be very tired. So rest. Like I've been taking a lot more naps lately. Eating a lot more grounding foods because I feel like I'm living here in the 5D, and I'm trying to ground still here in this, you know, world that I'm living in. So if you're craving grounding foods, it's fine, do it. But yeah, just that's all I wanted to say. Just sending you guys so much love. Take care, and if you have any other questions, you know, you can private message me, get in contact with me through my pages on Facebook, Tara Stars Gumucio, or the other one is Warriors of the Light. My group is Truth Seekers and Spreaders 5D Earth Knowledge. And on Instagram, I'm there too, tara.stars1111. All right, guys, so take care. I wish you all the best, sending you a lot of love and light. Stay strong, keep your light shining bright, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.